some of you content creators out there would like to get together and maybe we could do a collaboration of all of our equipment and help other people and help each other and just set us all up for a little bit more success here on YouTube. It's just nice to share tips and tricks. Always fun to learn new things. A lot of people struggle in not knowing what to do and what to use and how to do it. And I've had to call some content creators and ask for help. And I'm so thankful that they were there for me. It's really hard to get set up in all of the systems that we need. If you're ever interested in a collaboration, please reach out to me. The best place to reach me is through email, and maybe we could all just work together on something like that. Even if it was a big collaboration with lots of content creators, we can figure out the details later, but this might be something that some of you might be interested in. I'm hoping to hear from you guys. Hi there, I'm April Sawtelle, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm just showing you what I got on Amazon, sewing room. Well, I'm kind of struggling right now with my cameras. I'm not able to use my webcams at this time. I'm not sure exactly why. Today, I'm just gonna kind of troubleshoot that a little bit. I ordered this extender for my internet, hoping that would help make it so the cameras would work. I'm using SD cards in there, and typically I just use the internet, but I don't mind using the SD cards. That actually might work a little bit better by using the SD cards. But right now I can't even get my cameras to go on. So I'm just troubleshooting. But what I did do is I purchased a bunch of equipment because I had a lot of equipment, but I was finding as I'm filming the equipment I have, it's such a bigger space and there's a lot more angles, I guess I want to say. Instead of having to readjust everything constantly, I'm always needing to swing an arm or swing this here, or pan down here, or turn this. I'm kind of stuck because a lot of my stuff is like tilts, or the tripods are too big to put up on my table. If I want to put it on the table, I have to break the whole tripod down. It's just been very difficult. So I want to show you what I got. If you're a content creator, you might enjoy this video because it might be helpful to you too. Again, it's trial and error. I'm just playing. I'm not really sure if any of this is really going to work that great, but I will also give an update to this video later on. So if you want to know how this equipment's working, I'm happy to share that. So let me start with this. This is a real heavy duty stand, and it was my son's, and he had a TV screen mounted to it, but he no longer needed it. I'm trying to get a pan so you can see the whole thing. I think I'm gonna just go over there, hold this camera up so you'll be able to see the whole length of it. It's pretty tall. It's not like floor size or anything. I've been thinking that this might be kind of great. I don't really need all of these mounts. So that's where the frustration's been a little bit at what I need to order to be able to have all these swinging arms. I think they're called booms, and I need to be able to have different booms on this. I wanted this to be the main place that I could swing cameras from. So I'll first show you how tall this is, and we'll go from there. See, like even right now to do this, I have to come over and I have to readjust this whole, I'm right now on my phone, and I'm gonna just pick up this tripod that I have. It's a skinny one that's real light and easy. I'm gonna stand back a little bit. Okay. So you can see it's tall, but it's not that tall. That's on my desk. It's got two like mounts for TVs on it. I might use the one, my finger is not pointing right. I might use the one for my iPad. I'm not sure on that yet. I'm just kind of playing around. So that's how tall that one is. You can see this one here. I have two of those. I have one in the house, and I'd like to have two in the house and even possibly two out here. I have a lot of angles to film from, and I just don't really want to have to keep moving these. It's just difficult because you get your camera set up and then you've got to just constantly readjust. So I'm going to pan a little bit over here, and I'm in kind of a mess because I want to show you all kinds of stuff. So let's just pan. We don't mind messes. We all got them. Okay. You can see I have one here. That's on that swivel arm. Problem with that, it doesn't swivel the way I need it. I almost need like a gooseneck arm that I can just kind of eat all different directions, like a 360, right? This one doesn't quite do a 360. And it's not that strong. It doesn't hold up that camera that well. You can see I even have my camera taped on there because it's not real tight, and sometimes the camera just moves a little bit and it makes it all swing around. So that little arm's not working for me either. And while I've got you here, I might as well just show you. I've got this arm here. That one I like to have at my sewing machine. In the house at my sewing machine, I have one like this skinny one. I like this one the best. I like that one a lot, but what the problem is it doesn't swing and you always have to readjust it. Kind of hoping to have something that I didn't always have to readjust, that I could just swing the arm. And then of course I have this little camera here. I have 3 of these Mevo cameras, but I just don't have the right piece to put this onto something. That one was in the house, but I don't want these in the house. I want these ones out here. So this is what I am troubleshooting today. Let's put this back. Now that you can see how tall this one is, I'll show you what I bought and see if I can problem solve this. I'm kind of struggling with lighting too. I have so many lights in here and I just don't know why it's so dark here behind me. It's so dark behind me here. I'm trying to play with lighting and I'm struggling with that too. I have a lot of lights. I just don't have them set up right. After I figure out my camera situation, I am going to troubleshoot, figuring out how to really make these lights work. I won't show you now, but I even have strips of lights up above me and all over the ceiling, and I have big lights all around me, but it's just not doing it. This is just not bright enough back here. Aiming the lights back there, so I don't know if the lights need to come from behind me and come outward. I'll figure that out. Okay, so I go on Amazon and buy this. I buy 2 of these. These are called SMALLRIGs. They had really good reviews. It's a magic arm with a crab clamp kit. Now, the problem I was having was how big around this is. I need something that's gonna fit on here like this. So this one I can put the camera on, and this one's pretty good. This one has a 360 ball. It's a little tight right there. And I can move that around. It's just not long enough when I wanna swing it over to my iron, or if I wanna stand on the other side. I need something that's kind of functions in everywhere I'm standing or sitting around here. So let's see what I've got. So this one is a SMALLRIG. I'm gonna try to be real careful how I open these because if I have to return it. Just real quick, so today I am doing this little haul thing too on this video. So I just want to show you, this is for all of us. This is not just for content creators. This is for everybody. These are so handy. These are utility knives. I got these at Home Depot. They were $4.97 for 4. They're called Anvil, and I'm so happy to have them. You can use utility knives for, you know, everything. So happy to have those. That came with 4 in the box. I got these. These are also Anvil, and these are box cutters. I got some at the Dollar Tree many years ago, and they worked fine. But these were $4.97. I haven't seen the ones at the Dollar Tree. I needed some new ones. You know, they just got misplaced, or my husband took them or whatnot. Anyhow, I'm going to tell you these were $4.97. Great deal. You can use them for, you know, opening boxes. Just like the name says. This isn't so much a box opening as it is. I just want to show you what I'm doing in case you might be interested. These are these are like the things that I don't have enough of. I don't have enough of these clamps to hold phones. I have the screw on the back. My husband made me one the one on the house. No, it's right here. I'm going to show you this one here in a second. I'm going to insert a picture to show you because I don't want to move the cameras. The one I have one of the Mevo cameras on, my husband had to rig up something that would screw this onto it and have the Mevo camera on the other end. So I could have both in case I didn't want to waste the whole arm to only have one, and I didn't always want to have to change the arm. I wanted to leave the camera there and just be able to, you know, attach if I wanted to. So it comes with that. Some hardware. Wasn't sure if this was going to work, so I really hope it does. Not sure if this little clamp will be big enough. It's definitely big enough to fit on like my tripod and stuff, but let's see if it fits here. Please fit here. Yes, sirree, Bob. I think that's gonna work. It doesn't quite fit. I wish it was bigger to go around it a little bit more, but this part seems super sturdy. So that's not going anywhere. This is gonna need some tweaking. This other piece here, I can see that's got some give in it, but I'm sure when I play around with it, oh yeah, that definitely did the trick. Okay, now, what do I want to put? I can't put my phone. I have a couple of old phones here. Let me see how that works. I'm just gonna pretend. This arm feels really good, I think. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna put on the one that's gonna hold the phone. Let's see how that works. Oh, look, this is, I think, exactly what I needed. Okay, I'm just gonna try this phone. This is a smaller phone than what I have, but oh yes. So this is the part that I've been looking for. I wanna be able to do what I wanna do. Pan down like that, pan over there, pan here, let's pan across the room. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I wanna show this thing. It's a flick of my wrist, and that's what I like. Okay, perfect, guys. That feels strong enough. It feels like this is gonna work perfect. You know, maybe it bounces if you bounce it, but you know, it's also not fastened down, and I'm not gonna fasten it down because this is really heavy. So I'm not worried about that. So then I would be like this, and I could talk to the camera. And it's got some little pieces and whatnots, and I need to look what those go to. Right now, whatever I did, it's working, so I don't need to look at that right at this moment. I just want to see if this is gonna work. I'm not doing it to do a box opening and to try to say whether this is a great product or not. I just want to show you what I'm going through, what my struggles are, and if this would work. And I will say, yes, this would 100% work. I'm gonna put all the details up above so you can research it yourself to see if it's gonna work for you. The other thing I found was they do sell these poles. So you could be looking for a pole. I guess I would just make sure it's kind of heavy because you want it to stay stationary. You know, you don't want it to be floppy. I have the tripod that my camera is on right now, long, skinny. I think that's a really good one to take on the run with you when you just need a straight shot. It doesn't, it swivels back and forth. It's not 360, but you can go up and down, but you can't really tilt it in and out and, you know, all around. So it's good just straight on. It gets down really low. It works great when you're going somewhere and you just need a quick outside shot. If you're walking into the camera or something, or you just need to be filmed, it works good for that, but it's so flimsy. The wind would knock it over. No kidding, it's really, really, really flimsy. That arm is a total success. Okay, I totally love that one. That is gonna work great. So I bought 2 of those. I won't demonstrate the other one yet because I might put that on over at another area. So let's go to this one. Okay, so this is another one that I bought. This one is the MS-08 Super Magic Arm. This is what the box looks like. I will link these below too, so you can see exactly, you know, you'll have exactly what I bought. This magic arm is 22 inches as well. I thought this one was going to be longer, so let's see what this one does. I thought I bought one more. Okay, I may end up finding another one at some point, but for today, this is what we're going to show. Okay, I'll leave this one so my camera would fit on that screw. I'm going to put this one down low just for fun. You can see this is all floppy, so you're going to just tighten these up. And then tighten. There's a little wheel in there. You tighten that, so that feels good. I'm going to tighten this one. Okay, so that feels pretty good. It feels good enough for me. It was really inexpensive compared to some. So I'm not using heavy, you know, expensive equipment here. I'm not using a lot of expensive cameras and stuff. So let's see, this one has some hardware too. That means there's directions. I like to not read the directions. I like to just put things up. Okay, this one's for a phone. So this is great because I need extra pieces like this too. So for this one, and this one also comes with little screw things. I'm going to come back to the instructions as I need to. I don't need to yet, but I do want to keep these together. I'm just putting one of the Mevo cameras on here just to see if it's going to hold it tight enough. My goodness, that feels great. Now again, it does have some, it does have some sway to it, but there's not going to be any moving around here. It feels tight. It's not like it's not. It feels good and tight. Here's my camera. Of course, I can't get these to work right now. Troubleshoot that, but let me just see. So I'm going to pretend I'm working on a project right here. What I don't like to do is always have to be moving the, readjusting. So let me just see if I can tilt this way, lift it up, go over there to my sewing machine if I want to, or my iron. My iron board's right here beside me. I could be ironing and talking to the camera. If I want to, I can pull this closer. Then I have this little one that my son had given me on it. So that one's gonna hold my phone. So yeah, all right, I've got one more to show you. Then I bought this little one. This is a 9.8-inch magic arm with a super clamp. I will put this up here too. I just always think I want two cameras on one, especially when I stand over at my fabric. When I'm standing over there, I always want to show one angle, and then I want to show me at it's, doing something else behind there. When I do that, that's where I really feel like I needed it. I needed to have something else on my tripod. This I liked because it looked like it could fit little tripods, big tripods. Let me try it. This one's 9.8 inches. When I open this, I really just don't know what to do with it yet. So I need to think about this for a minute. It just does this. It's got two little clamps here and this, and no instructions. This one has a much smaller claw here. I'm not that good at figuring things out like this. So let me just try one more thing here. And then if not, I'm gonna have to look it up. I already looked at it once and thought, I don't know what I'm doing with this. So let me just take a minute and I'm gonna look on Amazon. I'm hoping I only paid $19.97 for this one because it's on sale now. It was $27.99. So let's hope I paid $19.97. See, I didn't want the kind that just clamped onto a table because my workstation here does not have an overhang. My workstation that I had in my old sewing room, my husband built me something that I could attach the cameras to, the camera arms to. All right, so it looks like I was doing it right, but I don't know why it was so flimsy. Oh, maybe because I need to tighten it over here. Aha, a little tightening goes a long way. So this one did not come with any attachments such as the phone pieces. I'm gonna take this from another one. I could actually put a Mevo camera here with the back of that would fit there fine. Or you could put what you need for the phone on there. I'm just gonna put the phone one right now because I think I have another spare phone I can just throw on there to see how I like it. Okay, look at that, that's really tight. I'm gonna go hang this on my tripod and see what happens. This is my tripod. It's just really big. It's a lot of adjusting. I don't really like all that adjusting. You have to get it level to make sure your camera's gonna be level, and it's just really difficult if you ask me. So, and what I don't like about it is it has this little give right here. I don't like that because I can never get it quite straight. I have to always put a little piece of cardboard or something in there so I can hold it straight for a little wedge, You can pan down and you can move, 360, but it doesn't have an arm. There's no arm. And I want to be able to pan down away from the actual tripod itself. And I can't do that. So it's just so close to the tripod. I just don't love it. That's all. This is an Endurax tripod that I have here. So let's just say I'm panning over. Here, let's go over here. Now I'm over at my fabric wall, and this is where I kind of have a problem. I'm looking at the fabric. I want to pan over there, and I don't want to move my camera. That's why I want a second one. Or I'm over here at there's a camera facing my fabric. I've got something going on that board, let's say. But real quick, I just want to tell you a quick something about like something on the shelf. But instead of moving the camera and having to always readjust, what I'm thinking is have this one set up on a tripod. This phone is just one of my kids' old phones. It's pretty banged up. So in order to move any of this, you have to unscrew it. I'm just going to get it on. I'm just going to clamp it right onto my tripod and see what happens. Okay, that fits really good and sturdy. Okay, so now this is going to work great. I don't have to move this. So let's just pretend here. So I'm showing you this fabric here with this camera. Pretend. So I'm on this camera, I'm showing you my fabric. I'm talking about this fabric right here, blah, blah, blah. And this is the fabric I want to use and I love it and it's so soft and you know, it's gonna look great in this quilt. Okay, now pretend I have my Mevo cameras here now and I'm just gonna go over here. You can see my camera set up. Okay, there's my camera set up. Now I needed to run over here. I'm gonna click camera 2. I'm gonna pretend that I'm clicking camera 2 here, that blue one, pretend that's that. Now I'm standing at a different angle. There's my tripod. I've got one camera that's gonna be able to face my fabric, one camera that's gonna be able to face my long arm. I'm just making stuff up, you guys. I know that I have a need for it, but I'm just trying to figure out right in the moment. I don't have a need right this second. So it's hard to say exactly what it is I need it for. But okay, so I've got camera facing my fabric. Boom. But I got to run over here to my long arm and I want to tell you something from this angle. So now I've got that other camera facing this way. So the only thing I've had to do is play on either on my iPad and change cameras or change cameras like on an iPad and be using my cell phone too, whichever. Anyhow, I think I'm going to love these little arms. I'm so happy to have them. I'm going to do an update to this video sometime though and let you know. Let me know in the comments what you guys use for your setups. We all want to be successful here on YouTube and it would be nice just to see how everybody's doing things as far as their equipment goes, just to set all of us up for a little bit more success. If you'd like to reach out to me and you would like to do a collaboration, all of my contact information is listed below. The best way to get me is probably by email. I'm hoping to hear from you guys. I hope you found this video a little bit helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember to keep it simple. Have a great day. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Here's my little setup so far. Say bye, little Miss Ready Thready.